Welcome back to Smith & Hayes. It's called The Cookbook for Men Whose Wives Don't Cook. So I think basically, as Matt was just mentioning, out of default, Patty's the one who cooks in your house. But maybe we can help you out today. And maybe Patty won't have to cook as much.
Well, she would like that.
Yeah. So we have Harrison Kennedy back in here in the kitchen with us as well, and Christopher Hamilton, who wrote the book from Burlington.
Yes. Hamilton, Burlington?
Yeah,
you're confusing us.
My
whole life.
Now, we want to... You came up with this book, and it wasn't that you were some big chef or anything. You're just a guy who needed to cook because...
I've been cooking for 20 years for my wife and 2 daughters. Surviving in a house with 3 girls has been something else. There's a few tips on that in the book, too.
And your wife's okay with the fact that you're a better cook than she is?
Absolutely.
Or she wouldn't get fed, right?
She wouldn't get fed. Daddy cooks it better. That's what it says in our house.
Yeah.
So. But I like to... I like to keep the idea that, there's a certain amount of food that I like, and that's what I cook, know, and beef is the first one. So, I mean, as far as manly meals go, a big thick steak is a big manly meal.
Exactly.
Next to that, the most manly meal you can think of course, is chili.
And you got to have it hot when you're a guy, right?
That's right.
Yeah. You got to be sweating when you're eating it.
So what we've got here is...
He can't wait to eat.
Everything you need to make a really quick chili. You can make it mild or hot. But I gotta say, if you're gonna serve your wife chili, if you just put a bowl of chili in front of her, you're gonna get a look. I mean,
when it's popping on the edges and everything.
Yeah.
It's all about presentation.
That's right.
Too, right.
So what we're gonna do is quickly do something so easy any guy can do.
Okay.
And we're going to prepare a chili for our wives.
Okay.
By putting it in a bread bowl. Now, are you allowed to have sharp objects?
No, but...
Are you allowed to have sharp objects?
I think I can.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to just...
You've been talking to my wife, haven't you?
Slice the top of the bun off, and we're going to just use our fingers and clean it out to make a bread bowl.
Oh, okay.
Now, you can, when I watch...
I'm glad I really am.
Now, you can make a chili.
Okay.
We've got an empty pot here ready to go.
Okay, so I'm pouring this in?
We've pre-ground some beef with some big chunks of onion, everything you want. Big chunks in there.
We love the onion.
And you're going to throw in a can of tomato sauce.
So this whole thing right here?
That whole thing, throw it all in.
All right.
Now, that's just a can of tomato sauce. There's nothing special about that. A can of diced tomatoes. Throw about half of that in.
Half of that in. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
So far, as long as you can open a can, you can cook this.
All right.
I mean,
you're doing well. Patty, look at me.
You can put any crap in chili.
So I think this is good for the woman, but I think the man is going to be a much bigger bowl than this.
Well, that's true.
You get a really
this is a woman's bowl, right?
You fill it up with chili.
You can actually, buy a whole loaf of bread and just cut the top.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea.
That's what you want.
So,
kidney beans, I like those. Are they going in?
They're going in. Here.
Okay, all right. All of them?
Yeah.
Sure, let's
all
throw
right,
them all in.
we love kidney beans. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the secret recipe in case you really fail at this at home. Okay, I've got a backup recipe over here. This is my secret recipe.
Cell phone and money for the takeout.
It's my pizza recipe.
I read that in the book.
It takes about 30 minutes or it's free, and it's a backup in case that doesn't work. Now, you've got a nice bread bowl here. Do you want to make yourself a bread bowl there, Harrison? You're just going to...
All right, you know what? We're going to actually cut away because we're going to get the whole thing finally presented. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have bread bowls full of chili, and it's going to be time to eat it. It smells so good. Wish you could stay. We'll stay. We'll be right back.
Let's...
Sing first, and then you just...
Yeah, he even made those bread bowls, too.
All right, now, where is your book available, Christopher?
Currently at the Different Drummer Bookstore in Burlington and at Amazon.com. And booksurge.com.
The Cookbook for Men Whose Wives Don't
It's so
Cook.
creative, too. It's very funny, very comical all the way through. You remind men that poultry is actually chicken and things like that.
Absolutely. A lot of
All right.
Okay.
Okay, you guys can taste. I don't have a bread bowl because I'm not allowed to use sharp objects.
Yeah, you can use a blunt spoon.
Okay.
Just for men.
Coming up on tomorrow's show, Umoja, African drummers, and...
Healthy eating with dietitian Tim Airy. So something again, more eating. We're going to have to bring back Harrison Kennedy again. Thanks so much.
Have a great afternoon. Good luck at the casino. Thank you. See you tomorrow.